Alright, YouTube, this one is exclusively for you. I just need to take some time and go recover all of the losses of the last episode. So, pardon the rage quit, but we had a very unfortunate ending to the last episode. If you missed that, then you can... There's... The video is on screen right now. I don't know which corner it's in. It's in one of them, top right. You can check it out there. See the really bad luck, see the rage quit, all in its full glory. So if that interests you, check that out. Of course, like the video, all that good stuff. But for now, we are just going to go on a recovery mission. I was looking back at the recording. We saved our XP tome. We didn't go with that. So that is one little silver lining. We lost our geonach spear, which is kind of one of the main things we had going for us. We also lost our vapula tool, which means that we no longer can quickly mine to get a new geonach spear. That's the real tragedy of it all. So I really just need to go and not have monsters nearby. No, I need to... Oh, there are still guys here. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm saying. I just need to get a new geonach spear. I don't think we have another vapula crystal at the old house. If we do, that would be very nice. But for the moment, I just need all these guys to despawn. Like, it's quite irritating that they're still here. Because it means I need to just stand here for 5 minutes since they're on a timer to despawn. Obviously, I don't want to do that in the video, so give me just 1 minute and we will just sit on this death screen until they're gone. Okay, I think I saw a Gru despawn. This Darkling is still here. But we're gonna just... Yes, we are able to sleep now, so I don't know, maybe that will speed things along. We sat there for a few minutes, and then I got bored. There are still some guys, but if there are no Grus, we can't sneak past this guy who vacuums you in. We cannot sneak past the Darklings who stick to your head. Wait, one more moment. Okay, they still haven't despawned. So I don't know if the timers are actually ticking down while we're on the death screen. So let's just keep... Okay, they are gone. Alright. Back on our feet. Solely in position, not in riches. So we're gonna be just wearing some random junk. And poking our heads down the mine to see if, by any small miracle, we can get a new geonach spear relatively quickly. I'm not super optimistic about it, but we're gonna try our best. Do we want the Prot 3? Yeah, over the dented helmet? We sure do. Let's bring that as a weapon. Let's bring the diamond pick. Oh, those ones both suck. Let's bring them all. Bring this too, why not? What do we have to lose? We'll want torches, of course. We also lost our night vision. Gonna make this more of a process. Yeah, unsurprisingly, we do not have another vapula crystal. So we're doing it the old-fashioned way. And I'm also concerned about, yeah, mob spawns having happened in our mines. Okay, he's enchanted. Did he just fly away? Oh yeah, my weapon levitates him, I guess. Like, that was a cool trick. Okay, let's just go right here. I think this elevation is probably about as good as we're gonna get. There should be plenty of coal and iron on this level. And hopefully we can get ourselves a geonach. We'll obviously keep it mining in a nice strip since we don't want a lot of new mobs to spawn. But that's not hard to do since we don't have the tools that make a big opening anymore anyway. I really don't want to be back to strip mining like this, but this is our only option if we wish to have a geonach spear again. Maybe next time, maybe when we get one, we'll just get a second as a backup, because RLCraft likes to take everything you love and throw it in the garbage. Repeatedly. But we will recover in one way or another. We'll throw our levels into some random skill that we probably don't really care about. Might as well not waste what levels we're getting. Even if they're not super plentiful. Okay. Really making me miss the night vision where you could very clearly see any ores that were on the walls. Almost thinking, let's just be wasteful with the torches. Not like we can't afford to make more. I would love to just say, alright, I'm gonna cut to when we find an ore, and then we'll try to break it. But I will have it be known that I am not a cheater. I will do this the old-fashioned way, regardless of the cost. As long as the cost isn't going in a cave, we're not doing that. Because then we just lose what pickaxe we do have. Alright. Since we're breaking them one at a time, spawn percent is 1% chance of a spawn. So, hopefully, we can get a little luckier than that. So far, no such luck. We also need to, unfortunately, keep in mind that the geonach spawning is very far from a guarantee of getting the spear as a drop. In my experience, it can take a while before they drop one. But there's nothing we can do but try. Okay, it's very dark. Let's make some more cobble before we have to panic block ourselves in and don't have it. And we continue. I honestly didn't want to stream this. I just, you know, that's all I have to say about it. It's not like it's any different sitting here needing to just talk to myself anyway. But low-key kind of how it feels like to be on stream anyway, so. What difference does it make when all is said and done? Just hoping that this doesn't take multiple hours because I don't want to do this at all, let alone for that long. Okay, we're just gonna... Totally wasted that torch, but we already know something's gonna be spawned in that tunnel that we are not equipped to deal with. Okay, and then this might be a dungeon. It is, in fact. Why? Okay, Well, he's over there and we are in here, so let's go this way. See if we've got anywhere to throw points. Stealth, sure. We'll increase those stealth crits we were getting. If nothing else. And we continue. It looks like we're running parallel to that other strip, so we might actually try to move over a little bit. Since if there were ores there, we'd have probably seen them. Okay. And it just sounds like there are some not very friendly things over there. They sound oddly reminiscent of the Shadow Games event that caused this whole disaster. Oh, and it sucks because I had made such a beautiful thumbnail that I attached to the YouTube live. I was going to reuse it for the posting of the recording as well. But now that things went so very much differently... Oh, that sucked. Than expected, that thumbnail isn't a super good representation of the episode anymore, so... have to remake that too. Now, I will just ramble senselessly to myself. And if anybody is watching at this point, first of all, thanks. You're very nice to me. Second of all, comment your favorite popcorn seasoning. I'll go first. I'm not huge on popcorn, so that's my answer. Alright. No spawn. Let's just go in a random direction. Let's go in a different random direction, since that one feels like it's gonna intersect a dungeon soon. Okay. And we get it right out the gate. They have wasted torches. No dice. I just... Supposedly, if you use Silk Touch, you can, like, keep repeating the spawn chance of the geonach, since you can just keep breaking the block. For one, we don't even have Silk Touch. For two, just feels... I don't even know. It doesn't feel like cheating. It feels boring. Not that this is literally any fun at all, but... Come on. Please just end our suffering. Okay. He's definitely gonna end something. I can't get back out the tunnel. Oh, because we're down a block. Oh, and we have weight. Okay, well, that went poorly. But we survived. Nothing to show for it. Can we get a second one? Even though I don't know if we can win that fight. Kind of try to be ready to nope out around the corner here. I didn't bring anything to heal, as you've likely noticed by now. Okay, lots of coal. I'm gonna be very unhappy if one spawns, kills us, and then despawns. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know what their despawn conditions are. It seems almost entirely random. We had 2 spawn at once before, and we got back and 1 had despawned. So very clearly it's not like a systematic, this is what causes them to despawn. Seems to be the case with a lot of things in this mod pack, unfortunately. The weather damage sometimes ticks a full heart and kills you when you think you're fine. I'm not going to sit here and list examples of things I don't like. I enjoy RLCraft. It's just... I don't like when the inevitable happens. Maybe I'll just stop talking and we'll just like speed this up or something. And I'll stop speeding it up if anything remarkably exciting happens. Here are witches. Which is not good. Can't decide what direction it sounds like they are, though. Like they're all around me. Go this way. Just want to mine in a straight line. It's inefficient, but taking the windows without night vision is just so annoying. Just can't see. So even if there are ores down there, I don't want to waste all my torches and then have to go home and come back and... What can we get? Thing that feels super exciting. Do some fishing. Maybe we'll save up for the athletics ability. Yeah, we'll try to get to level 11. I think the reason for my rage quit when everything went south is because, like, first of all, I don't really have the time to be doing this, but I literally cannot stream anymore without recovering this stuff. And nobody wants to watch me do all this again on stream. And so, like, I have to do it. Or else I have to never play the game again. Like, there's no other option. I don't... yeah. Who knows, maybe I won't even post this. Why? God. Place the cobble. Another example of what determines how the mechanics work at any given point in time. Yeah, I'm just going in a straight line. And if luck exists, it will work. Who's down here? A ghoul. I don't think we want that. Must be an old window. Happened to run into. Okay, yeah, this dungeon is somehow literally everywhere. I cannot get away from it. Maybe actually what we should do is go get an enchantment set up. But I don't want to do that off stream either. We could just go to the village that has a table already. Because if we just get efficiency on a diamond pick, obviously that's going to move things along much more quickly. We don't need any fortune or anything. That's not gonna boost any of our odds of anything that we actually really care about right now. Okay, this is the one. It was not the one. Okay, let's run home. Drop things off, and then try to get a pickaxe enchanted. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Maybe we can maybe afford to make a new ring of enchanted eyes too, I guess. I don't know why I'm hesitating to remake it as if we're gonna go find our old one. That seems pretty unlikely given that it's despawned. Okay. Made it back to the old home. Can we make it back to the new home in one piece? This husk would like a word with us. Goes up. By the way, going up is what the battle tower guardian did before he killed me. He just started floating. And I imagine makes perfect sense because I'm sure that one of the djinns spawned and hit him and made him go up. But like, I couldn't hit him, I couldn't regen. Everything went south when he took to the skies. We're gonna need that. Okay, let's craft down this cobble. It makes you wonder, if I'd been wearing the potion ring of strength that I lost, would that whole scene have played out differently? Level 24. We don't need a max level diamond pick, but it also feels like a waste to do a low level enchant. Luckily, we still have our green thumb. We can still get a decent amount of XP here. Might not even be a bad idea for me to just sit here for a minute and let it all grow a few times, get up to level 30. Preferably after we've healed so we don't go out and lose it right away, but that is a later problem right now. Am I placing torches? I would like to not do that. Okay, see, this layer is nice to me. Until it spawns a Spriggan. But I think we can escape fast enough. So we don't have to take the water elevator, we can just jump off the edge. Okay, no Spriggan. normally we wouldn't be so thrilled about. Today, we just want to be alive. Okay. Maybe by the time this is replanted, the bottom layer will be grown. Not fully. Getting there. We will eventually be pumping more levels into our green thumb, but right now, as I've made clear, I'm sure, we have bigger fish to fry. But 11 levels from a harvest, not terrible. We need you and some golden nuggets. Drink this bowl of salve. Shoot it to the moon. Do we have any of the random bandages sitting around? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to bake up some bread. No oven required. We have this empty potion ring. I'll probably wait to make the ring of strength. I don't want to lose it again. We can still be breeding our silixes, since they will get us a Ventroraptor eventually. Well, let's look into making the ring of enchanted eyes. And then we should also think about making a roof before too much more time passes. Okay. That will help with the mining. I'd also like some new diamond armor on, but I don't know that we can even afford that anymore. Not especially. Iron it is. Going all the way back to our roots. Although, yeah, definitely the Prot 3 silver is better. Might as well get some magic Prot too. Okay. Let's eat. Let's drink. IRL. We need a new canteen. Is like so. Then we have a few extra filters, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed. We fill it at the farm. Surely we can. We just barely beat the distorted vision. I'm sure everyone, including me, is grateful for. Let us also drop off these levels. 26. Okay, we're pretty close. Let's go breed the Silix. Maybe we'll find a nymph on the way to heal us up. Full. We did lose our soul gazer, so we need a new one before we can continue studying the Jangus. Once we're fully studied on the Jangus, we will be able to summon a nymph ourselves. Okay, that ought to have been all of them. Many new bibbies. Just in time for the tiny takeover, right? I hear the rat. Why are you doing this? You've never been anything but nice. Now this is sad. I was gonna say, technically the rats could be holding all of our items we lost when we died, but we lost them all up in a tree, so that seems a tiny bit like copium. just put a nice door up. And then I guess we'll go levers for the moment. I hate buttons on doors. I feel like I always get stuck. Of course. That is the issue with this idea. And frankly, I don't even like want to think enough to know how to fix it. We're going buttons. Okay, as the sun sets, we're gonna get to sleep to heal. We'll just stand here and let the crops grow while we wait for sleep. Alright, there's a bit more wheat grown there, but let's sleep before any nasties spawn. Nymph is here. He's heard our suffering and would like to help, which I quite appreciate. Go say hi to her. Hello, lovely lady. Wonder if I put them on a lead while I'm exploiting their services. Certainly we can question the ethics of that, but... Okay. Please. Little more. I don't think there's one of those enchantment table buildings in this village. We've definitely seen one, so we'll just have to kind of waystone around until we find which village had that. Might have been this one. Mad Crater. I see no such building. I don't think that one's our dungeon. This one has been put to the torch. Quite badly. And there's the baby sheep that we got stuck in a boat. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about him. Is it this village? It's also at risk of being put to the torch. There is a library here, I know. But that is not what we're looking for. Seems not to be here either. One of these. Also, while I see this bookshelf, I want to be... No, you cannot just pick it up like that. Okay, so here's the building we're looking for. The reason I asked is because the position of the enchantment table, I don't think it's close enough to enough bookshelves. We'll need to move some, but... Level 6. Yeah, so let's bring back an axe. If we break some of these planks, there'll be more bookshelves nearby. Horse. Right outside my own very window. Kind of up in the air a little bit, but he can keep doing his thing. Dragon. Getting very close. I don't actually even know which one is our house anymore. We should fix that. Home sweet home. And then let's bump it up to the top. Okay. So let's drop off our hefty 1 level. We're at 26. We'll go back with an axe. We'll try to bring a bit of extra wood if we need to craft up some more bookshelves. But there were... Actually, let's just bring bookshelves back. Let's break them and build our own little enchantment area. Now, which village was it? That's Old Home. Must have been this one? Yeah. I would like to rename it, but with the dragon circling overhead, we might not rush into doing that. Alright. just need lots of books so we can put the enchantment table in our house and not need to risk the dragon killing us to enchant our gear. Little known fact, speaking that exact poem gets you enough books for an enchantment setup. It's scientifically proven. Bet none of you knew that. I was getting ready to rename that waystone to be like enchantment area or something, but I think we've made it clear that it is no longer the enchantment area. Okay, where did we dump off all the wood in the midst of our rage quit? Did we? Did we bring it back? We must have dropped it in the battle tower chest. Where maybe, just maybe, we will magically find all of our lost items too. Wow, some really nice person just went and put them all in that chest for us. That's my prediction. I don't know yet if it's true. Okay. They're not eating the lapis, so they must not be off cooldown. A couple got hearts. Maybe we got one new baby. But you'll recall I had to chop down all these trees to see if I could get my items to fall. Foreshadowing, they did not. So I got a bunch of wood from that. If we do dare call that a silver lining of the whole horrific series of events. We'll keep on keeping the silver on. That was a sentence. Okay, I think with the help of our farm, we should be able to get a level 30 enchant on the diamond pick pretty soon. And I think that that will... If we can get efficiency 4, that's obviously going to expedite the whole geonach spear replacement process by quite a bit. Maybe we'll also get, like... There's some form of sharpness for pickaxes in this pack. And that'll help us kill the geonachs, I guess. Okay, anyway, let us... We'll use up the birch. Let's see, let's start by seeing where that gets us. Not very far. Oh, come on. Hate when I click too fast and it doesn't work. Can you mix woods? No. Okay. Oh, there are different colored bookshelves. I forgot about that. Make all of the wood. Grab the books. Make the shelves. That's gotta be just about enough, right? Don't actually recall. We're just gonna put it right in this corner for now. Let's put a real torch. What a stupid one. We're gonna fill in this hole with a birch plank. No one will ever know. Since I'm not streaming this, the people on stream will never know that that is there. It'll be our little secret, YouTube. Okay, let's just see what kind of level we're rocking with that setup. 26 happens to be right about exactly where we are. But let's take it all the way. That should be 30. Okay. Silk Touch might not be a terrible idea. Obviously, we're not going to enchant this very nearly broken pickaxe, but... What's the cost to repair? I think at this point of broken, it costs more than a pickaxe. That doesn't make sense. One oughta look into that. Okay, please don't be, like, stupid. Sharp. Attack damage. We'll take it. Okay, now we just need to get to level 30. It's very slightly easier said than done. We can do it. Might take a little minute. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that now. Okay. We'll want to take the lit torches with us, of course. Maybe we'll even make more so that we don't have to deal with running out while we're in the mines. Just need some slabs. Make the matches. Light the torches. The crows are here. Okay, we got a little bit of extra matchbook. Certainly we will forget and never finish using that, but it's there. We really need to get rid of this block and try to remember to do it after this. I don't know if it's a good idea to go out tonight and try to play out mobs for XP. This feels like a good way to get a net negative without our geonach spear to protect us. We still haven't made the ring of strength. I don't think we have the means of making a ring of resistance. Oh my goodness. I believe... Come on. I believe exists. Yeah, this heart of diamond. That's what those little troll dudes that we saw in the mine on stream drop. If we can get that. Extra 20% damage reduction should be. Okay. Let's see what's grown up here. Some of it. I know when I cut the video I said I was standing here to let crops grow. It really wasn't that long. Turns out I just want to get my spear, not stand still. But I also didn't stand still for that long when I was waiting for the Lycanite mobs to despawn at the old house. Definitely not a full 5 minutes. That is their maximum despawn time. But as you can see, the green thumb definitely goes hard. Just that when there's so little to harvest, it's like playing whack-a-mole. Whereas I'd rather be just running up and down the rows, breaking stuff. Let's make sure we have a weapon ready in case a Spriggan pops out. Especially because if we lose these levels, then this was all a waste of farming time. Although everybody loves to watch Farming Simulator, right? Comment down below your favorite Farming Simulator year. Everyone has one, right? Okay, let's see if that's not level 30. And then we're gonna get a terrible enchant and have to climb back up from 27. Okay, 28.5-ish. Let's poke our scared little heads outside, maybe. If we can just get a few mob kills, that will... That's a lot more than the farming. Once that farm is fully built, there'll be quite a lot of experience, but for now, and at our lower than ideal green thumb level, we should make a new shield as well. This is reminding me. We could break all these crops, but... Okay, apparently there are like I swear, 30 plus different combinations of buttons you can push that will tab you out of your game. Because no matter what I do, I go to touch something and I'm tabbed out. Okay, seriously? Weakness 1,000,000 and I can't even like knock you back? See, that's dumb. It's literally impossible to attack him right now. That's not a good mechanic. That's stupid. Like, make me do 1 damage or something, but the fact that I can't even, like, interact with your hitbox? Poor design. Okay, hopefully this creeper does not break our beautiful farm wall. Mrs. Golden Nymph will certainly protect me from the horrors that may be lurking out here. Did a poor job of protecting me from him. We can't beat an Enderman right now. There are multiple. Would be nice, but in our state, we don't have a chance. How are we doing? 29. Whatever, let's just finish it off via farming. We can do it. But I am not holding the levels on me. I am not holding the XP tome with me. I will not risk losing all of that. I think that would be the straw that breaks this camel's back, honestly. I was looking back at the stream to just kind of get an idea of what we lost. And when I saw that I put the XP tome in the crate, that was the relief that got me to reopen the game, honestly. We need that. I just can't believe that, like, I know I've said this 100 times, but it was, everything just went so wrong all at once. I truly feel like it was the absolute worst timing imaginable. We died to the boss, so we're already kind of scattered for our items. They also fell into a tree. So we're recovering them, and then while we're in a tree, the Shadow Games event starts. The Grue comes right to us, kills us right away. All of our items are scattered across the treetop canopy. I now don't have any levels to use the Waystone to warp away, so that my stuff doesn't despawn. I keep getting levels and getting out of there, but then I just instantly die again right away and get warped back to the house, so our items their despawn timer stays on. And then just rinse and repeat until everything was gone. Like, we didn't get anything from that battle tower other than the levels that we had tomed. Like, even the loot from the top, which honestly, I looked at the VOD, wasn't even that good. Like, we lost some diamonds, that's probably it. But like, right after we looted everything, dead. Lost it all. No chance of recovery. So, that's our luck, I guess. Hopefully it makes good content. Viewer statistics will decide. So if for some godforsaken reason you're still watching this video, again, thank you. You are a rare kind, and you're doing something to help get my video to new audiences. I think our average view time on these recordings is like 30 seconds. So, you know, I don't want to sit and complain about it. I don't want to, like, make it sound like I'm saying, oh, stupid viewers, why would you not stick around? But, like, you can't help but feel a little bit hopeless about it. Like, I'm having a good time, and I wish that the beginning part wasn't so hard, honestly. Just, that's all. That's all I have to say. So, thanks to the people who are watching things. Thanks to the people who are watching things for only 30 seconds. Like, I appreciate you clicking on the video. It helps, I think. Who can really know the complexities of the internet? Okay, we're level 30. Let's see if we can get an enchantment that's not completely terrible, please. Perfect. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. Couldn't have asked for better. Could have asked for fortune, but I am not at all upset about that. We get to repocket the 27 levels for future enchants. And I feel good about that. That is the best way to get back to geonach spear farming. I am going to continue mining around that old house. You'll also notice I disabled the waystone level cost. Because, like, the way it works is if you're over, I think, 2,000 blocks, it starts to cost a level per additional 2,000 blocks. Which, if you have waystones every 2,000 blocks, you can travel an infinite number of blocks at no cost. And so it's like, people don't want to watch me hop between waystones, so that's how I justify eliminating the level cost. It's like, you can eliminate it anyway, it just takes more time, and it's not time that's fun to watch, so there's my copious way of justifying what I've done. Let's go right here. Okay, yeah, that's nice. We also now have the night vision, which helps a ton as far as being able to see any ores that come up. So this is much better. Probably should have just done this from the beginning. Have I mentioned that I hate gravel? It's probably one of my least favorite blocks. Especially because, like, in vanilla, flint is almost entirely worthless. Like, yes, you need it to make a fire. You need it to make arrows. No one actually crafts arrows, though, I feel like. They almost feel too expensive. Like, getting enough flint, getting all the feathers and everything. Anymore, you just buy them from a Fletcher. So really, flint is borderline a useless block item. Whatever it is. Nobody likes it. So there's my hateful rhetoric against flint and gravel and everything associated with it. Thank you for listening. On a more positive note, I actually don't have one, I just wanted to transition. After the tragedies of the last stream and the rage quit, took the dog for a nice little walk. I ate a delicious little fajita bowl. Made it last night. Made the meat last night. Nice chicken, peppers, onion, deliciousness. Threw it in a bowl with some tortilla chips, lettuce, sour cream. Nice and simple, delicious. That definitely fixed us up. Get the sodium, get the general calories. It did start raining while we were outside. So that could have not happened, but it wasn't that bad. Plus, the funniest thing my dog does, he does a lot of funny things, but one of my favorites is that he will, once he gets wet from the rain, you know, he gets in and he shakes off and everything like a normal dog, but then he will stand there and stare at you until you're ready to dry him off with a towel. And then once you get it, he's so funny in the way that he like shoves into you and like just leans all of his weight against you, trying to like rub on the towel, and you can like ruffle up his hair with it, and it's so cute. Okay, we don't actually want to mess with you literally at all. If we were in the elevator before getting into towel dry, the little princess himself. And he'll like start rubbing on your pants to start drying himself off. And then if you are fast about it, if you get in and you take the towel and you throw it on his bed, it's so funny to watch him like roll and flail around on his bed to dry himself off on it. One of life's little joys. Alright, yes, geonach, no spear. Once we get one, we're also going to need to recover our ent arm. It didn't take us too horribly long last time. We just go up in the trees and shear leaves until an ent spawns, and eventually we get the arm. Luckily, we hadn't pumped a bunch of like mob charges into leveling that because they've been a little trickier to find. So at least now when we level it up, we have a chance of not losing it. The geonach spear part of the tool was fully leveled, but like we have plenty of those charges plus plenty of ways to get more. I'm not too distraught about that. Right. Can we do it? Definitely this efficiency is the way to go. No one will be surprised to hear that. I'm glad we thought to do that, because I'd probably still be down in the mine just slowly strip mining away. Slowly kissing goodbye my sanity. Okay, no dice. Much coal, no geonach. We continue. We're starting to get cold. I hope that that doesn't continue. I don't think it should. We haven't had much problems with temperature while underground. And it's probably getting towards mid-spring now, so the winter's over. Luckily. We don't want to do that ever again. Nor do we want to do summer in the desert ever again. Both sucked. Alright, come on. Give us our mans. Not give us our mans. Nor does it seem to want to. We might be encountering that sandstone dungeon again. Which, I don't know how we're... I guess we're just at a different elevation. We didn't go super far in the opposite direction or anything. Alright. Come on. Give us our mans. And let our mans give us his spear. We also lost the geonach fist. Not that we really cared that we had it, but another unfortunate loss. We kind of have enough steel now that the steel parts we lost aren't such a big deal. Okay. Let's cover that up. I am concerned that a geonach spawning will blow up and let everything in the dungeon out. I'm hoping that we kind of work our way away from the dungeon here. Okay. Okay, Sand, you're gonna have me talking about you like I did Flint. At least Sand makes glass, though. We love glass. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna want to drop our levels into a skill. before things go south. I don't really know what we're even trying to level anymore. Green Thumb's getting expensive, so we don't want to be carrying that many levels. Dang, it would also be nice to just be able to throw them in the tome, but do we have anything here we still need? I mean, we could get farming 8 so we can replant some of the trees, I guess. Other than that, we've got a lot of this stuff that we're gonna need for a while. So let's do archery. We'll start thinking about getting a bow. That'll be nice. It's like really dark outside. No, it's rainy, but like, I don't know why I'm surprised by how dark it is. It's just been pretty sunny lately. It doesn't help either that I'm sitting in the bright studio-like lighting. The contrast certainly exaggerates the lighting, or lack thereof. Alright, can we please have a geonach spear? Would be awesome. I would even write you a little thank you letter. Seems, however, that you do not want that. Alright. Nice big vein of iron. Can we have a geonach? Please, oh please. We cannot. We can geonach. What is this thing? Is this one? This might be the kind of dungeon that can spawn geonachs. That could be a big win. If we were able to handle such a thing. Okay, lay off. You know fist, unfortunately. Let's kind of clean up some of this junk. We wouldn't know if we had gotten... Okay, let's actually just... Okay, no spear, but we persevere. You know I got the rhymes, chat. I might poke my curious little head in there as long as I stay behind the iron bars. I think if we do that, we're safe. No, this isn't one of those dungeons. No, it's one of these. These spawn a lot more vanilla mobs. Big one, though. However, not something that we are ready to handle. Alright, onward. I mean, look how much we have. That's probably... we're probably having pretty reasonable spawns for 1%. We've at least been getting some. I feel like it was... I mean, it was so much worse when we were breaking the ores with our Vapula crystal. Because every vein of ores was a 1% chance. At any rate, I certainly do miss mining with the Vapula crystal. But I don't care to mine at that lower elevation where we have a better chance of getting it again. Because we can mine just about as efficiently with the geonach spear, and we need the weapon. So we continue. I feel like sometimes my night vision is more night vision-y than other times. It's starting to get dark and I can't tell if it's just the cold effect. Also, I will say, the durability on this pickaxe is money. I do hear some pillagers. So we're probably getting close to intersecting the dungeon again. They are getting louder. Of course means we are getting closer to danger. And now with this pickaxe, we do actually have something to lose. We don't really need this other one. I'll hold on to it, but... Okay, there are sounds. Slightly afraid of them, but... I think we can manage. Okay. And we don't deal with the gravel. Someday I will make a shovel. Today is not that day. Let us drink. I think the pillagers are maybe above or below us now. We're not hearing them as loudly anymore. They're definitely still somewhere. It is iron. Eyes do not deceive me. Not this time, anyway. And more leads us astray further from the path. Does this vein continue? It does. Seems like it's trying to lead us somewhere. Dragon Den, maybe? Continues more. Okay, nice and big vein. Let's see a geonach. No? Well, that's a shame. It seems like this run is over. It was a good run, chat. I say that there's no chat right now, but you know what I mean. Okay, back to the path. Wherever that is. Right here. Oh, we walked over some iron. Let's put a torch down before the grooves come to claim our lives again. No more iron? There we go. Vein of 2 would have Okay, so the dungeon is directly below us. Confirmed. Explains the sounds. I wouldn't mind, like, trying to cheese out some levels from it, but since we don't have the tome, not worth it. We will lose far more than we gain. Alright, is this the one? That was very small. These are not very good veins, said the nurse. We also do not wish to deal with a cave situation. Alright. Come on. Yeah, we're getting such small veins, too. Okay, sooner or later, it's bound to happen. Problem with not having the stream open is I have no idea how long we've been going for. Normally I've got the little timer. So I guess I know myself well enough to know that we might just be stuck here until we have a geonach spear in our hands. We might just not be able to quit. Okay, let's get back to the light. Go. Come on. Got some gold. If we can pick it up. No spear. But can we spawn another one? Seems we cannot. Darn. Okay. Back to the path yet again. We are seeing more ores, I feel like, so we've got one variable going for us. Okay, yeah, let's not do that. Please. Please. Wing and a miss. Love the chunk popping right at the end of my reach. That means my arms are one chunk long, I think. How I'm choosing to interpret it anyway. Alright, another chance. No luck. Oh. Nothing. I'd really rather have whole veins because they're so much bigger and they have just the same chance of spawning the geonach. So honestly, Minecraft, if you could keep your iron, give me the coal. Give me the farmy-coli. Not the E. coli, that just sounds far too similar to our favorite bacterium. I don't know, Chad. I only live once. What about you? What's down here? That's scary. What's the worst that can happen? There are several worsts that can happen. There are in fact probably far more worsts that can happen than goods that can happen, but too much ore here to ignore. Okay, after this vein, we're gonna deposit some levels into, let's do more. I want sneak damage. Maybe we'll go a couple more levels. Greed. Okay, who's here? That's a problem. Especially because he's a special one. He just about wiped us out. So let's just hop back to our path for a minute. Where we are slightly safer. 1 heart. Okay. That's all we get in terms of healing. So let's not... There's no sense in further greeting that cave. Far too many risks.
Narrator narrates all.
Oh, yeah. No, maybe don't, though. How did I even do that? Alright, whatever. Narrator.
T-boy TM nar orator.
Definitely spelled that wrong. Narrator. Hard word in my defense. I think I'm generally a good speller, but I definitely rely on autocorrect for that one. We skipped some coal very early on. If this is the one that gives us the spear, and we can pretend that that would have happened if we broke it right away, that would be kind of funny. However, no such luck. Big swings, big misses. All day long. Okay, well, we no longer have levels to worry about losing, so let's keep going, I guess. We have found a pre-existing tunnel where we missed some iron. Could this be the one? It does not appear to be the one. Okay. Bad. I guess we're not going there. We could go a little deeper. Come on, be nice to me. Been through enough. Don't you think? Does not appear to think. Okay. Please, 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 please. I would love to be done with this. As much joy as it brings me to strip mine for hours, I would love to not do it anymore. Also getting cold now for some reason. I mean, yeah, we're getting deeper, but I feel like it hasn't been such a problem. Okay. Luck. Now we might be at the depth where vapulas have more of a chance of spawning, which is not our intent, but If we got the crystal, we got the crystal. Come on. Ah, no luck. Where did my pickaxe go? Did my finger hit Q? Sir? Sir? What has happened? Let us reload. Or something has gone horribly wrong. Okay. Has not fixed itself. It certainly did not break. I have a recording I can go back and watch. Where did it? What? How do we just not have a pickaxe anymore? Like, this is what happened with our boat, and then it showed up 5 minutes later. Hello? Where have you gone? And why? Like, what is the logical explanation for my pickaxe disappeared out of my hand? Okay, allow me to go consult the recording. Okay, we did literally just cue it onto the ground, and it's bouncing in a little pile of rock. The problem, there it is. The problem was that there was a lot of rock on the ground, and the pickaxe went, like, into the wall. Okay, so, crisis averted. Luckily, we had the recording to consult, because I don't know how much time I would have spent just breaking every single rock along the wall until I found it. But seems like all is well again. Have to mind the Q key, apparently. Need to put a lanyard on it or something. Okay, so I'm in a situation where I would love to be done doing this, but like, we need the spear. I'm not gonna start streaming again without it. Can you please be the one? He has gone and not been the one. I'm making sure it's not stuck in the wall. Okay, let's dig a few extra windows. See what we can see. We're also beginning to be in a health situation. Can't tell where the next window was supposed to be, so I just made a new one. Okay. Sooner or later, bound to get it. Probability and stuff. Hey, buddy. Can you just, like, let me survive the whole exchange, though? Thank you. No dice. Pickaxe incident's freaking me out, and now I'm checking every nook and cranny. Pretty soon we're not going to survive a geonach spawning, so we might need to run home and heal up. This is... Oh, he's blight. He's blight. Come on. Come on. Let me get the XP, please. Actually, let me guarantee the XP. If he drops...
LVL3 was killed by T-Boy TM.
I forgot that that was on. If that had been the one to drop a bunch of levels and the spear, I would have... Oh, he dropped the fist. It's just like floating in the air, really weird. Okay. So that's not what we wanted, but they step in the right direction, no doubt. Okay, let's not be dumb. Let's use up these levels. Let's try to actually get these levels home. But the coal... Oh, chat. This is... I'm an idiot. I'm playing with fire. Please don't spawn for the first time ever. Okay. Now we just need to... I was gonna say we need to hope nothing has spawned in our tunnel, but our tunnel's quite short at the moment. I think. Oh, you would. You would!
T-Boy TM was slain by Darkling LVL3.
I don't want to play this anymore. This is not fun. I wanted to put that in tomes for enchantments. Instead, of course, several things have spawned and are literally just waiting for me at the top of my freaking mine. Okay, so sir, you're glitched in the wall and I can't hit you. If you could not do that, it'd be exceptional. Darkling is still somewhere. Nah, let me go drop off these levels. I can't be stupid twice in a row. We have plenty of time on the item despawn, so that's fine. HSH. Dump off junk. Let's fill this tome. We don't have the means to make another, I don't think, actually, so... Doesn't do us a massive world of good to come back here. We have 3. We only need 1 more to make a new tome, but... Of course, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. What they say. Okay, we are now maxed out on extra heart containers. But that's not the worst thing in the world. Keep our food. Let's try to make... We'll need a new... No, it is an axe. So we'll need these and a new handle. Grab sticks and steel. And let's get the geonach fist put together. Actually, we need to go finish recovering our things. Sure, let's get athletics. Oh, I'm just like me IRL. So thank you. Our losses were a lot less than they could have been. Luckily, I think we will level up the geonach fist this time, and then we might start trying to mine using it. Wait, iron ore doesn't need smelted. Does it get like an NBT tag so you can't just replace it and farm out the geonach part? I don't know for sure. You are here again? You're a bad person. I said it. He's like, I am a dog. Never call me a person again. Okay, HSH. Let's get the geonach fist put together. Maybe let's get the Reaper Claw on a tool too, so we can use it like a shovel. For when we inevitably hit astronomical amounts of dirt. Also, for anyone wondering, the crows are here. Yet again. Okay, I think we use these same charges. We have a maxed out geonach fist, rather. And then we need... what is it, like that? How about I just look it up? Steel rod. Oh, it's like a sword. Okay, and then we... actually, let's just make another while we still... that was wrong. I can say while we still remember the recipe. Actually, we should be able to level up the Reaper Claw too, since we have all these Reaper charges. Okay, what am I doing? We need sticks. Needed to like turn my brain off and back on for a second there. We just built the wrong part because we got lucky the first time and built the right part. Do we just do the same stupid thing? Can't even be mad, that's on me. At least we don't waste the steel when we do that. Since we don't have tons and tons of that. Okay. Steel rod, level 1. Steel axe head, level 1. Or we could put these on the same tool. That gives us... oh, we can use this as shears in order to break the leaves for the Ent arm too. So that's a plus. So this does 9 damage. It has quite a lot of cooldown, so it's a bit slow. But we can also use the projectiles. We can do a spectral bolt. We apply weight to our targets. Great, they won't be able to jump. I guess we could use that to like cheese them with a block, but it can work as a hoe, a shovel, a pickaxe, a shears. Not too bad. Okay, be right back. If you're still watching, the momentum for our most recent YouTube short is dying off shy of 22,000 views. If you'd like the momentum to continue, go watch it. Give it a like. Watch it in its entirety. Give it another like. And while you're there, like it once more for good measure. 1 like equals 1 I like it. Okay, what gets better about the Reaper Claw as we level it? Goes up in damage. The cooldown gets a little better. Gets more sweep. The digging range doesn't change at all. That's interesting. Whatever, we'll still upgrade it. That was the perfect amount for level 3. Nice. All right, so this tool, wildly different than our old one, but it will work. We can now, I think it can like, oh, it's a left click to fire that. Interesting. We do need to keep in mind now mana on the weapon could need recharged, rather than just the sharpness that we've been dealing with. Yeah. But we should have some random stuff that can be used to recharge it. Not wearing my pants. Chat, how do you deal with me? They're like, we're not your chat. We're on YouTube. No, I'm sorry. Not mean to disrespect your decision of how to engage with my content. Okay. Maybe we still need the diamond pick, maybe we don't. What we do need is to sleep. I'm also really tempted to stop mining in that same area, because it's just becoming a mess. So maybe we're gonna try somewhere else. Let's go to Zadares. Is this one with a dragon? It is, because it has our enchantment house. That's fine, let's just go right down here. Oh, geez. When we're mining, it's just gonna be throwing those out. It's less than ideal. That's gonna burn through our mana pretty quickly. Oh, it's also kind of annoying, the sound. Geez, maybe we don't want this. Let's... But the damage increase is nice. Maybe we should put this on a separate tool after all. That's a little bit irritating. Okay. Quick fix, because we already made the parts. Just need to find them in our mess of chests. Off the Reaper Claw. Drops our damage by a lot. But I don't know about you guys. I don't want to sit and listen to that the whole time. Okay, back to Zadares. And back to the mine. We nicked the cactus there. Okay, let's just use this to get down. We'll go right 2 more. Never mind, we found the iron, we're going here. Iron has spoken. Now, no. We want to break these one at a time. Do not fall into the trap of the Vapula Crystal. Now, that's pretty good. Opens up a pretty nice big area. However, we already are intersecting a cave. Let's just go ahead and... Oh my goodness. Please, thank you. I said that as if it was the block's fault. I just kept misclicking. Okay. So this opens up a pretty nice big area of blocks. So maybe all hope is not lost. Get a little deeper into the wall before we break more. And then let's pay attention. Yes, we want to break at head level so that it does not make us be stairwaying down the whole time. And now we can break a bunch of gravel at once. Not super efficiently. In fact, it's kind of hard to tell how much it's breaking since it falls then. Hard for me to process what has just happened. Okay, I actually quite like this fist. I've talked a lot of trash about it, but it is very effective. comes to opening up big areas. Chaotic energy is manifested into something. Of course it has. Why would it not? Heaven forbid I be going around smacking elemental creatures. Okay, we really don't need to be digging the windows like that. That's a waste. Okay, he's here, and I'm concerned.
Discover the Argus and begin to add notes to your biosphere.
Narrator. Oh, he sucks. He's so bad. This is when we wish we had a bow. This guy's hard enough to deal with when you're not.
By Argus LVL3.
I don't. Okay, how do you turn off the narrator? The control.
Narrator narrates chat. Narrator narrates system.
Okay, it turns out I knew exactly
Narrator,
how to do it.
Off.
It is Control B for anyone who faces a similar problem in the future. Let's bring this bow. Take care of the Argus. Otherwise, he might meme us for a little while. And if we lose the tool that we just got back, or just got a version of, I will be a sad boy. But he knows where to hide. We can do this. He causes me a great deal of pain, though. Come on, stay stuck. Thank you. Does he drop chaos? No, that will not upgrade our geonach spear. Parentheses, once we get it. Oh, it's very dark. All right. Let us reorganize. Let's keep that handy. Maybe we will be glad to have a bow in the future. We have no healing items, which is a predicament given the whole he half killed us in one hit thing, but with the number of geonachs we've farmed, I'm surprised that that's the first one of those that we've seen. We've gotten a little bit lucky in that regard. Okay, I take back everything I ever said about the fist. Okay, what does it say it mines? Shovel 3x2x2. It's not even that good. In fact, it was kind of a waste to even level it up at all, since all it really does is makes this projectile happen more often. Which is not even what we want. Who knows, maybe it does a lot of damage. Let's try it. Oh, his aim is impressive. It's got really good range, though. We'll admit that. If we had been able to level up the Vapula crystal, it also has a projectile. Meh. I mean, I think it saved our lives there. In a fight that we did not even have to pick. That was careless. Okay. Can we get a geonach that does not kill us? Okay, half of it has come true. I can't hit him. And I wish not to break the blocks that are trapping him. Where is your hitbox, sir? How do you turn on hitboxes? Not like that. Sir. Sir. Yeah. Going into that fight with no HP was not our smartest point. It wasn't smart. That's all. And every time that we have to run back without the ring, it is a problem. Geonach has gone home, unfortunately. He conquered, he came, or whatever. Whatever Pitbull said. Okay. I think we're back to about how we were. No major catastrophe there. Just embarrassment. Honestly. Just open up a whole area. Actually, if we skip 2 blocks, it'll be more efficient because we can see the blocks on either side of the wall. I think that now that we have the fist, will be okay. We'll get the spear yet. Okay. A little more coal. Maybe once I get a new tool belt, since, you know, we lost ours. Maybe I will make a whole tool belt just full of Lycanite tools that do cool things. I usually don't use very many of them besides the ones that I know that I like. But, like, the fist is pretty cool. And the Reaper thing, the projectile, was doing some work. Even if it's a tiny bit irritating. Alright. Season has changed. We have found more coal. Good jumps. If I were streaming, I would be asking for the jumping bird emote in chat. But alas. I'm not. Okay, we have done a bad thing. This is our chance to see if we can hit the tiny little guy with a projectile. These guys are terrible. He's long dead and I'm still launching myself at the wall. That suck. And I knew we were opening up the path to the cave and that was a bad idea, but for some reason I went for it anyway. I think those howls are chupacabras. They're not that scary. Here, please. Another fist. I don't know that putting double of them on our tool does anything. But let's try it. If nothing else, it'll do more damage. Though it may make it even slower at attacking. It's already pretty slow. I don't think that it makes it a better mining tool. But I don't know for sure, so let's find out. Let's grab more... Let's sleep first, actually. Heal up before something finds us. Okay. We are full. We do not have a tome to dump levels into, so let's just get some arrow speed. Sure. Find the empty chest. Dump everything off. Let's find some charges to level this thing up. I know we've got some laying around still, even if they're at our old house. They seem to be. That was the wrong one. earthy charges. We're looking for the little mud balls and the clink scythe pieces. It appears that we are running quite low on all of them. I swear we had some that we didn't use upgrading the fist. I really want to add the mod where you can search in your chest. I don't know exactly what mod does that. I know I usually have it in packs. We might not actually have anything. You're just earth. Really? No dice. Okay. We've come here for nothing, but that's okay. Again, I don't think that this fist is really going to do anything for us anyway. But it's not the end of the world if we don't get to level it up and put it on. Or we could just put it on unleveled for the fun of it. Doing one last scan. Really thought that we had extra. And they're not in the table because the last thing I upgraded was the Reaper piece. Okay. Just see what happens when we put it on. So this currently digs a pickaxe 5x5x5. It now digs a 5x5x5 and a 3x2x3. Which I'm sure amounts to nothing. But let's confirm or deny whether that is true. Let's go. Oh, we solved all that. Oh yeah, because we found this cave. Maybe we should not put the fist on so that if we lose it, we at least have a backup. We've lived this nightmare enough times already. Okay, let's just block this off. Except, where's a little piece of iron I wanted? Okay, does this do anything different? Sure seems like not. Well, I guess it does a tiny bit more damage, but that attack cooldown is brutal. Alright, yeah, no, it definitely doesn't mine any better, which we're not too surprised about. Hello to the gravel. Come to pay us a visit. There are a lot of caves here. We just cannot stay away from them. Go this way. We will continue to brush by this cave, but it appears that we're doing more than brush by, but there's something there. Okay, spear, spear, spear. No spear. No spear here. That's just dirt. I'm gonna block this off because I hear rats and stuff that would love to ruin our day. Okay, we were just seeing vines before. Nothing too exciting. I hate, like, I feel like it makes the mob sounds even when there aren't any mobs to worry about. I definitely don't see a darkling, and I would quite prefer if it stayed that way. Oh no, is that a grue? Purple particles? Can you reach us? Ooh, it is a grue. This ends poorly for us. Unless we can kind of keep him pinned there with the projectiles. We got him! I take back everything I said about the Reaper Claw. Pretty nice to have. However, we're still getting a lot of creepy darkling sounds. No! Ah, I bumped the inventory! Okay, no drop. Let's go see if the grue gave us an ender pearl. Maybe, please? Nothing at all? This cave is huge. I wish that we had the ability to explore it, but I fear that's going quite poorly for us. In fact, let's get out of here. Where there are many things to go wrong. Okay. Glad I didn't overreact with the full wall of cobblestone. Let us try to stick parallel to the cave system. Okay. Please, please, please. Give me the spear. I continue to be saddened by the outcome of our mining. When it's not gravel, the Reaper Claw's not too bad for mining up dirt, but I guess the gravel is never dirt, so I kind of said that stupidly, but you know what I mean. Okay, we are too short. Okay. And we have a man's. Survey says, nah. You're spawning a significant number of blocks. How about you? Go away. Turns out he has a better shot than us. Can we upgrade anything? Draw speed on our bow that we don't have? Our hypothetical bow. I'm trying to break this coal. Making that very hard for me. There we go. Yes. No, you can blow up, it's fine. Okay, I don't know if we should go higher or lower elevation to keep mining. But I do want to get away from this cave. Not doing us any good to be just slowing us down. Okay. Build a little safety wall. Try a couple more. Nah. The cave is everywhere. So big. Okay, let's just get out of here. Okay. This is kind of the main drag. So let us continue stairwaying down. I know we can do it. The geonach fist is a huge help. just need the geonachs to drop the spear. They're very boldly refusing to do. Go a little more. Honestly, we need new diamond armor, so maybe we just go to Y12. Try to multitask a little bit. Oh shoot, it's a fancy one. It's bad. Oh, it's a celestial. That's like mega. Yeah, that guy's got 500 HP. That was not likely to end well no matter what I did. He might be despawned by the time we get back. Do they have like a special drop chance of the spear or something? I feel like a long time ago I read something like that. I don't recall. Yeah, you saw how he like was just blowing up the entire world. Those guys are very unique. They're like insanely rare to spawn. I guess in a weird way I'm lucky. Okay. Seems like he's gone. Let's get this on right away so we can see this husk that's chasing us. So much cobble filling up our inventory. Okay, thank you for going away. Let's just throw out the monstrous amount of coal that guy broke out. We can get our armor and continue going down. Yeah, he opened up quite the portal. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Those down there. Torches can come. Let's put the torches up there, actually. As well, grab a little of the iron. I just am scared because that opened all the way up to intersect a cave, and I don't want things dropping in and surprising us. I don't think I did enough to fully prevent that, but it'll be a little bit better now. Could you drop your spear, please? I feel like we've slain so many of you now. Okay, we wish not to go there. And we really? Is that another grew? No? Whatever. Alright, bad luck on that staircase. Going right to the lava. I should also... I have the last VOD uploading on YouTube. It's probably done and ready for me to finish hitting buttons on. I should think about doing that. Nah, I need to finish the thumbnail, so I'm not ready to post anyway. Okay, this is a huge thing of coal. Can you please spawn a man's? No. Here's you cannot or will not. Sorry, I heard scurrying and I panicked a little bit. But it seems to be in here. As long as it stays in there, it can coexist. Okay, give me a geonach, preferably not of the celestial variety. That guy rocked my world. Okay, no sphere. We don't have a ton more time to continue this venture. I would quite appreciate it if the game would be nice to me and give me the very thing that I seek. There's really no point in breaking these anymore, but if we ever want a new Vapula crystal, that can drop from there. We have been gravelled. Go ahead and break this vein of coal. And hope that with any amount of luck, I wish we could do more green thumb, but I don't want to hold on to levels forever and then lose them. Let's go more drawstring speed. I would like to get a bow soon. Please, oh please. I've asked you nicely many times. I will continue to do so because you're a game, and asking you meanly would probably not do anything. They are fast and angry. Let's be done going that way, I say. I can deal with fast, I can deal with angry, but slap them both on the same guy, that's GG right there. Okay, are we far enough from the cave now? Maybe we do want to keep going even deeper, because I think we're just running into so many caves. It continues to slow us down on our very specific mission. Yeah, I guess the heart crystal shards also drop XP, so definitely worth breaking. Yeah, we must be pretty deep because we're seeing all this new ore. But the more Vapula spawn chance we have, the less ores are gonna spawn geonachs. Right, because redstone spawns Vapulas, iron spawns geonachs, and they can't cross over. I am concerned about mining the coal directly over my head, because if he spawns in and drops on my head, that can be a little bit ouchy. But I will not let this giant coal vein go to waste. Why you? Don't even back up long enough for my weapon cooldown to go. Okay. No luck. Just prevent the possibility of anything else dropping on us. And continue. don't actually particularly care for you anymore, buddy. Though maybe we'll need more of your charges if we do ever want to upgrade a new crystal. I actually think we have quite a few of them. But, geonach, please. I just want to end this episode having gotten what we were after. Cannot do that without your cooperation. I don't know who I'm talking to. RN Jesus, maybe? Okay, this is gonna definitely cut into the cave, but... oh, not too bad. Okay. Will this cut into the cave? No, we're good. Nice. Okay. It is, in fact, very dark. That's a good point. Not put a torch down in a minute. Okay. Can we... yeah, that's a nope. Just fully block that off, and let's go maybe backtrack a bit and head straight into the wall again. Well, we have been threading the needle around a cave, apparently. Let's also not go that way. I wanted that one orb of experience really badly. Okay. This is the one. Roll the credits. Nope. I almost let that sand bonk me on the head. I actually think it did. I'm surprised that it didn't. I guess it wasn't deep enough to suffocate me for a tick or anything. Okay. Can we please be done? We cannot. This is brutal. And we are back to the cave. Once again. Let us go this way. I'm concerned about dying now because I'm pretty far into the cave system and I don't know how many wrong turns I've set myself up for now. Do we have any gold yet? No. Okay. Might as well take it. What is in here? Little dungeon. Little dungeon can stay in there. Oh, shoot. Okay, batter up, apparently. Launched him all the way to the moon. Oh, wait, we should be shooting him. Batter up and then shoot. That's a lot of health. Ooh, 21. That was a big hit. Nice. Guess we'll pick up the Eye of Ender, but I don't know that we particularly care about it. Go this way. Everything is a cave. No matter what we do. We missed a little coal. Not surprising given the particles when the cobblestone all drops down at once. Yeah, I hear scary lava sounds that make me want to spend levels again. Although they sound like they're lava you through a wall. Good. Not amazing in the HP department, but could be worse. Yeah, and I guess this is where we didn't want to go any deeper. Maybe if we just go to the side. Maybe if we just wrap backwards. Work directly away from the lava. I'll 1v1 a geonach at bedrock. Okay. Would really love it if it happened soon, though. We are quickly closing on quitting time. Okay, we are at bedrock. Let's go up the highest block of bedrock, and boom. Okay, this has gone poorly right away. Let's instead go here. Okay. It'll work. No luck. We are back to being right off the staircase, so I might as well get all the XP ores. It's easy to find our way back to here if a Vapula spawns and wins. Get a torch down. Please. I beg of thee. Oh, that's really problematic. Especially given that I kind of want those diamonds there. Alright, diamonds are gonna spawn a Vapula, it's gonna explode and let all of the lava in. Luckily, I was wrong. Any more? No. Okay. Let us go to the side. We are now rolling in diamonds. I am okay with, given that we lost all of our armor. But if we could just get the spear, that would be my preference. Alas. Nah. Let's go with nah. Okay, we can block this one. But, yeah, that we cannot block so easily. Oh, it's so hard to place blocks with the cobble on the ground. It interferes. No? Maybe I'll just, when I break these, I'll use the multi-block tool since we don't want Vapula spawning at the moment. Then I don't have to worry as much about breaking them. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Salamander. You can stay in there. Okay, we are now in a bad place. How did we break the iron? Oops. Okay, that was some terrible block placement, but it works. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're now very near our staircase again. Let's go here. Block off all the other routes so we know. Actually, let's block them off a little better, because if those Aphrits spawn, they're gonna come right through and toast us. I do not foresee ever wanting to go back past these walls. Everything beyond them is scary and terrible. Some call it scarable. Come on. Getting lots of good levels. I really do wish that we had an extra tome. We definitely have multiple level 30 books by now. Easily. Okay, this seems fine. As long as there's not a great deal more. Maybe there is. There were several source blocks there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I want this coal. Not worth it. There's more coal to be had. Go this way. I really do wish that you could break all the coal at once and get the same geonach spawns. Make things even a little quicker. Can you please? Oh, stop. You rat, literally. Okay. Just prevent any spawns. We've been super careless in our lighting. Torches are not such a commodity that we should be behaving like they are. Okay, let's grab this coal. Build myself a nice little stairway for the one piece of coal. Kidding, that would have been crazy if it was just one. Is that even possible? I doubt that that's possible. This is the worst. Okay, please, please, please. I'm so sick of this. Oh. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice big one. Even though my health is a little distance from ideal. Should we greed to the next green thumb level? Let's try it. What the heck? Live on the edge. We've lost enough already. What's a couple more levels? Dude, stop. I would like it if you were not here. Okay. Come on. Be the one. Be the one. I've gotten so many geonach kills that I can now summon them. Still no spear. Okay, I am getting a little bit nervous about the levels. Would love to hit 23. Would love even more to get a geonach spear. Okay, this is good. This is a big one. That reminds me. Torches are good. And cheap. Okay. Let's get to level 23. I would be content with losing my levels to a geonach if I could just get the spear. Worthy trade-off any day. Okay. Like, must be an underground spring or something. Need a sponge. Yeah, I think we maybe don't want to go that direction anymore. I'm starting... I know I already said this. I'm getting more nervous about the levels the closer we get to 23. Okay. Can't reach the block. There we go. Almost to the next green thumb level. Oh no, we're there. Let's throw those in quick. Or something bad happens. That is a lot of lava. Yep, just stay right over there for me if you don't mind. There are many scary sounds happening inside of that lava. Come on. I don't know if geonach spawn from silver. I still don't think I've ever gotten one, but does not prove anything. We've made a loop. And now, all the way back. Somewhere is our staircase. But yeah, we literally just have a big old loop cut into this wall. Might as well get every piece of ore we can. Open up just a giant box that historians in 1,000 years, archaeologists mind you, will be asking, who built this? And it will have been a silly little man who thinks that he cannot live without a geonach spear. He seeks it like his life depends on it. He is stubborn as a bull about getting it. But he just really wants it. His luck is abysmal. Need to get some torches down. I do like playing it safe on mob spawns. Makes me feel safe and warm inside. You know, we were getting a lot of diamonds for a minute there. Luck seems to have dried out. We didn't get that many, but more than 0. 10, in fact. Can we please end my miserable suffering? Especially if you spawn stuck in the bedrock. Make my job of slaying you very easy. But you refuse. Okay. Big coal, big hopes, big dreams. Let's make it happen. Come on, buddy. Be better than those before you. You are no better than those before you. No better at all. $17. We're totally gonna die on one of these geonachs soon. Just placed torches. Can you relax? Okay, we're done going that way. Oh. Golden Vapula. This is how we expire. Oh, he knows our tricks! Serpentine. Is that our stairway? No. Gotta go. That was our chance to cut him off. Yeah. Stay there. Nice. We boxed him. Yeah, you can just stay there. I'm not even gonna try to coax you out. Okay, there's our stairway. We can't find it because I mined directly through it. Some torches to indicate it, and let's get out of here. Let's tuck our tail between our legs and admit defeat. Oh, come on, really? Thank you. Yeah, that sucks, but we've got the fist, so hopefully we're gonna get it eventually. I'm gonna take one of the fists off this tool. It would be very stupid to lose it and then have to go back to just the pickaxe mining. But we weren't able to find it today. Back to HSH. Let's heal our very heavily wounded body. Dump stuff off, get sorted out, and then wind things down again with our tail between our legs. That sucks. Okay, well, remember we have a spare geonach fist. One exists. Let's get up to level 17 really quick. go ahead and get our levels put into something. Actually, maybe we want to start doing some agility. We can use a good bow. Okay. That's fine. We'll come back for this wheat. We also should put a roof on our house before too long. But that continues to not be a huge priority. Okay, any loose ends I want to tie up before we wind down. Our XP tome is full. I'd love if we could make another. We should make a potion ring of strength. Let's do that before we forget for the 86th time. Magma chunks. We got some before. Since we've made this already. It's a matter of, did we get extra? We could use some of our slime balls, but I'd prefer to avoid that so that we have a chance at making the Aussie liner eventually. Magma tabbed out again. Magma chunks. We've got some blaze. Bring our gas tiers home. Those are valuable. All signs are pointing to we do not have extra. We could go get some in the nether, but I just want to make this ring now and be done forgetting about it. Okay. Now I'm just grabbing some stuff to throw in the chests at the new place. Okay. Wow. HSH. We drop things off. In our very full chests. I guess we're gonna need to do it this way. But I think one of the battle towers nearby is the style that has the blaze spawner. So at least we can get that stuff back. Okay. We need to sort these chests like no other. Okay, let's get this made. What is it? 4 magma creams. Then it takes blaze powder, right? Yeah, so let's make sure we have an extra 4. Alright, well, at least we've got this going for us again. We lost our Bezor again. So that is less than ideal, but we will eventually get a new one. And I think that is as good a place as any to wind down. So let me F5. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. I hope that this wasn't too boring. I don't know if I'm gonna have to do this again, or if I'm actually just gonna stream mining now that I at least have the geonach fist to make it a little bit less insufferable. But we need that spear so badly. We need more diamonds for armor, even though we might have enough for a full set now. But next time we'll definitely be continuing this mining mission regardless of the format that we do so in. So I will say thanks again for watching. I think we'll call this a half episode, 10.5. I'll be putting it up on YouTube shortly after I hit stop recording. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.